The title reads Husband Can't Handle Being Poly, while I Can't Handle Being Monogamous. So, these are the type of conversations you probably should have had before you let your man put a ring on it. Because I think it's probably quite a shock to the system as the husband to find out that your wife wants to have intimacy and relationships with other men. That must be quite a hammer to the heart. She says, My husband, who's 37, I am 36, opened our marriage a little over a year and a half ago. It had been really great. Well, it might have been really great for you, but maybe it wasn't very great for him. I hope you were taking his feelings and considerations and wants into your decisions here, but I'm guessing maybe she didn't. Maybe she was just viewing it from a selfish point of view. Our marriage was strong because we really had to put effort and intentionality into our time together. It also helped me work on my extreme, to me, jealous issues, but I've been wanting to deal with for a long time. So, in that first paragraph, I don't think she's mentioned anything about her husband's feeling towards being an open relationship and allowing other people into their relationship. It's very focused on what she wanted and how she think it benefited the relationship. But her saying it was a really great relationship, a really great marriage. I'm not hearing anything in that paragraph that gives me a lot of hope or good feelings about what they had. She had jealousy issues. Um, Anything jealousy or insecure related, I've dated women like that, and it always ends up in a bad place because no matter how much words of affirmation you give a girl who's insecure, it will just bounce off of her. It's like she's like bulletproof. All the compliments, she just won't take it, and she'll only focus on the bad things. Jealousy too. What type of jealousy issues here? Is it because the guy is being unfaithful to her? Is it because she's he's maybe hanging out with girls that she doesn't feel comfortable he's hanging out with, or she's just jealous just because that's just who she is, and no matter what this guy does, he could be home at 5 o'clock on the dot every single day, and she still has this jealousy. Maybe she has body positivity issues. It could be a whole plethora of things, but it's really difficult to have a strong foundation of a relationship if there are these issues in the background, and opening up your marriage is not going to resolve those issues. It's just going to be like a band-aid and probably make things even worse. So it's a lot of cope from her point of view to say, oh, because we opened up our marriage, things got better. I highly doubt that. Fast forward to 4 months ago when he decided to sleep with my. Wait, let's read that. Fast forward to 4 months ago when he decided to sleep with my ex girlfriend behind my back after I already told him she was off limits. So I'm guessing this woman is either lesbian or bisexual. Again, is that going to be a strong foundation of a relationship if you're dating someone who maybe not quite sure about their sexuality or they're playing both fields? Like, if you're going to want a long term monogamous marriage, sure you're going to want to be confident that the person you're dating is attracted to your gender. So again, it's like, oh my god. And did she say to this guy, hey, I actually date women in the past? So when I'm hanging out with friends, you also got to be worried that I might be hooking up with my girlfriends too, as well as men. That's just an absolute headache. And yeah, no wonder why she wants to be in a poly relationship. It works out really well for her, so she can play the field. But apparently, she said, "Hey, you can't date my ex-girlfriend. That's off limits," and he overstepped that boundary. So from that point of view, this guy's in the wrong. If you're going to be in a this weird poly relationship thing, I don't agree with it, obviously. But if you're going to be in that type of relationship, you do have to set rules and limits and boundaries. This guy overstepped that boundary. That's not cool, and she's in the right to feel offended by that, especially if it's someone she dated in the past. Like it's a no go. Anyways, this is a messed up situation, so I guess all rules go out the window. This isn't the entire reason of this post. We're still married and have been working on our marriage. This whole working on the marriage, I get it. Marriage is a lot of work, but at the same time, it should just become natural. Like, if you two are meant to be together, it shouldn't just be a constant, grueling, you know, working through challenges. It should be quite, you know, carefree, plain sailing. Yes, you can have your rough waters, but it shouldn't be this constant. Let's do these like performance reviews and try and get over each month and work on each other. I just don't think it should be like that. It's not a business, It's love. It's a marriage. It should be, it should be a wonderful contract you're in with each other. We decided to close it until we, as in our marriage, was back on solid ground. Well, it's never going to get on solid ground because you two have opened up your marriage during when you were together. You two have been sleeping with other people, probably in your marriage bed, which is just messed up. And then to say, "Oh yeah, we're back on solid ground. Let's open up our relationship again," like, and then it's just gonna go to crap again. It's just a terrible idea. And then I started missing having another partner. The excitement of a new relationship, the connection that forms. So that's what she was missing. Now, taken away from the whole poly weird stuff, because I know it's a very niche thing. Let's go back to actual monogamous relationships. This is an issue that I think a lot of relationships run into. It's oh, I'm missing having that spark with someone. The fireworks you have when you meet someone for the first time, or you have sex with that person for the same time, for the first time. Because of course, when you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship, it can. I don't want to use the word boring, but it becomes a bit. We've done this before. I know this body. It's comfortable. There's not that wow wow feeling like you get on the first time. It's still very special because you love that person. But I think that's what people have an issue with when they get into a long term relationship. They miss having that excitement of a new person, and that's what leads to cheating. That's what leads to not being able to commit to someone long term and ending a relationship to try and find that high from someone. But the strong relationships, the people who have good values and they know a relationship in life means much more than just having meaningless hookups with random people just for the fun of it. You see the good in someone, you see the possibility of a future together and to build something really special and meaningful, and you know that the sex won't always be crazy and exotic, but sometimes it is, and sometimes you do mix it up, and having that special bond with one person over a long period of time means much more and has much more value than just racking up your body count. But for her, it seems like having sex with multiple people and having those moments is much more important than having a strong, stable relationship with her husband. She says, "I'm working with my therapist. Shock. I realise that I'm just not a monogamous person." Well, why get into a marriage then? I feel like you would have known that before getting into this marriage, unless it was very rushed and you were still in the honeymoon phase, so you thought, "Oh, this is going to last forever." Because of course it's not going to. The honeymoon phase is like 3 months max. A reality that my strict religious upbringing felt like a release of bondage. Oh my god, so she was like a religious girl. She's going to blame her parents for controlling her, and now she's free to do whatever she wants. And the reason why your parents controlled you and made sure you were raised religious is because they had your best. Um, they wanted what was best for you, and now you're just kind of ripping all of that away, and you're making all these mistakes. And yeah, her parents tried to do the best they could, but you can't always control them, especially when they get to adulthood. But right now, I can't trust my husband with another woman. He broke my trust, and the only thing that is going to fix it is time. True, but I just don't think this relationship can ever be fixed purely because you've opened up your relationship and there's just no going back from that. Maybe I'm different to these people, but it's kind of like once someone cheats in a relationship, for me, it's just over. I don't even want to see them again. Don't even want to hear them with their excuses or their apologies. It's over for me. Final paragraph. I honestly think that my husband needs relationship anarchy, and I need and crave the structure of hierarchy. She's talking a waffle now. These two don't seem compatible, but I don't want to lose my husband. Any help? Well, that's the issue sometimes, is that even though you know the relationship is not right and you're not happy, you do have this like control feeling of like, I just don't want anyone else to have that person. So even though the relationship's not good, even though we're not right for each other, and even though I know deep down I'm never going to be happy with this person, you just stick with that person because you don't want anyone else to have them, and you're worried you won't find anything better going forward, and that's just not the way to go. It's not fair on him. It's not fair on her. I believe you only live once in life, and time is your most valuable resource, and you're wasting it with someone who you don't feel that strongly for. And yeah, there's just too many holes and cracks in this foundation of this relationship. So yeah, better get those divorce papers out. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.